In Albany, Georgia, you can hear the sound of hammers against wood, boys reciting passages out loud, and laughter echoing through hallways that were once abandoned. And at the center of it all is one man, not yet 30 years old, who once wore the eagle, globe, and anchor of the United States Marine Corps. This is not just a story about a school. It's about a fight to give boys a chance to become men. His name is King Randall, a Marine veteran, mentor, founder of the Life Preparatory School for boys. And while others promised schools that never came, King built his with his own two hands and opened the doors. Albany, Georgia, is a city with deep scars, poverty, crime, and cycles that swallow young men whole. King Randall grew up seeing it all. He knew what happened when boys had no fathers, no structure, no place to belong. At 19, he joined the United States Marine Corps. The Corps doesn't just teach you how to march. It strips you down, then builds you back up with discipline, grit, and an unshakable sense of duty. King carried those lessons home, but when he looked around his neighborhood, he saw boys drifting, skipping school, brushing off responsibility, headed toward jail or worse. And that's when he remembered the first lesson the Marines taught him. If it has to be done, then do it. Don't wait for someone else. He didn't start with a building. He started with belief. In 2019, King launched a summer camp for just a handful of boys. He called it the X for Boys, the X meaning let us make man. They learned how to change oil, cook meals, fix drywall, and, maybe most importantly, how to shake a man's hand and look him in the eye. They studied reading every week. Some boys who had never finished a book suddenly finished 3. Some who never thought they could use a wrench suddenly rebuilt a carburetor. Word spread. Parents lined up. Boys kept coming. And a question hung in the air. What if this could become a real school? In 2021, King tried to buy a vacant school building, but bureaucracy and local politics stood in the way. The deal fell apart. For many, that would have been the end of the dream, but Marines don't quit on the first hill. In 2022, King doubled down. He raised funds, called in volunteers, and refused to let the vision die. By the fall of that year, the impossible became reality. The Life Preparatory School for Boys opened its doors. 25 classrooms, a gym, a chapel, dormitories. And here's the difference. Unlike other highly publicized efforts, such as Dr. Umar's attempts to build a school in Wilmington, Delaware, which has never opened after years of funding and has never been opened yet, King Randall's school is real, operational, and serving boys today. This wasn't hype. This was a matter of hammer, nails, and sweat. Of course, change is never easy. Some neighbors worried about what a school full of boys would bring. Storms damaged buildings. Money ran low. But every setback was met with the same Marine mindset. Adapt, overcome, keep moving. In 2024, King turned 25. Instead of a party, he laced up his shoes and walked nearly 200 miles from Albany toward Atlanta to raise awareness. 1 mile for every boy who needed a chance. Supporters answered $25,000 in donations in just one day, because people don't just believe in the idea, they can see it. A real school with real students making a real impact. Today, in Albany, boys who once skipped class now wake up at 6 a.m., make their beds, and head to roll call. They read out loud in classrooms. They learn welding, agriculture, coding, and cooking. They shake hands firmly. They pray together before meals. They're not just learning facts, they're learning manhood. And every donated book, every Amazon wish list item, from pillows to pencils, becomes part of that transformation. Because King Randall didn't just open a school, he opened a path.